Brother R.A. on CCTV, 1 o'clock at 11 seconds. And here, let's just give you an overall view of where we're at. Yeah, I have some different intent today. And yes, once again, did I show you this? This is BrotherRA.com coming live at you on a Wednesday. Yep, last week was something else, so RA didn't make it. Nope, I didn't make it. But I do wish to share with you some particular knowledge and information that I've learned in the past week or so. Yeah, I need my glasses so I can read some Tao. So, 365 Tao. I wish to read 10, emerging. Remember emerging, but my focus is on 10 and 11 for this morning. I have to learn in all that I do to deal with my intent. Yes, as you see at the bottom of the screen, unsurpassable justice. And to reach such justice, acknowledging all that melanin-dominant people have experienced, and my intent in referencing melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland. My intent is not to be so broken and hard and harsh, but to carry on the King dream, the Malcolm X strength, the James Baldwin acknowledgement, the Jackie Robinson, the O.J. Simpson, acknowledge all. But enough of RA thought. Let's read 365 Tao, page number 10. Disaster. Mute black night. Sudden fire. Destruction. Disaster strikes at its own time. It is so overwhelming that we cannot do nothing other than accept it. It alters the course of our days, our work, our very thinking. Although it is tempting to resent disaster, there is not much use in doing so. We cannot say that a disaster had malice toward us, though it might have been deadly. And it's hard to say that it has wrecked our plans. In one stroke, it changes the very basis of the day. Disaster is natural. It is not the curse of the gods. It is not punishment. Disaster results from the interplay of the forces. The earthquake from pressures in the earth. The hurricane from wind and rain. Even the accidental fire from a spark. We rush to ask why in the wake of a great disaster. But we should not let superstitions interfere with the dispassionate acceptance. There is no God visiting down destruction. Disasters may well change us deeply, but they will pass. We must keep our deeper convictions and remember our goals. Whether we remain ash or become the phoenix is up to us. Let me repeat that last line. Whether we remain ash or become the phoenix, it is up to us. Let me continue reading 11. 7 minutes into the show. 11 from 365 Tao. Healing. Fire cools. Water seeks its own level. No matter how extreme a situation is, it will change. It cannot continue forever. Thus, a great forest fire is always destined to burn itself out. A turbulent sea will become calm. Natural events balance themselves out by seeking their opposites. And this process of balance is at the heart of all healing. This process takes time. If an event is not great, the balancing required is slight. If it is monumentous, then it will take days and years, even lifetimes, for things to return to an even keel. Actually, without these slight imbalances, there could be no movement in life. It is being off balance that keeps life changing. Total centering, total balance would only be stasis. All life is continual destruction and healing. Over and over again. That is why, even in the midst of an extreme situation, The wise are patient. Whether the situation is illness, calamity, their own anger, they know that healing will follow the upheaval. And because my chi opened the book to Emerging, let's just read page 6, Emerging. Thunder and rain at night. Growth comes with a shock. Expression and duration appear in the first moment. Things cannot remain in stillness forever. Winter storms may destroy some things, but they also prepare a way for life. If things are swept away, it is appropriate. There must be an opportunity for new living things to emerge and begin their own cycle. All growth comes with a shock. When a sprout breaks its casing and forces its way to the surface of the earth, it is the climax to a long and deep accumulation of life force. We may think that it came up suddenly, but in actuality, it emerged as the product of unseen and subtle cycles. When the seedling appears, it carries with it the complete pattern for its growth. Perhaps even the makings of an enormous tree. Although time and right conditions are necessary, neither of those factors adds anything to the inherent nature of the seedling. It completely embodies its destiny. Therefore, the growth and the character of the plant and its very life are all present at the moment of emerging. I heard a black woman say, "I'm ashamed of being black." The black woman, black people, melanin dominant people, we have not gone deep enough within ourselves to reach our specific purpose, our intent. There's a picture of a leaning tree I wish to show. Some of y'all may not be able to see Brother R.A. or get Brother R.A. and I know I'm being watched because 2 of the BrotherRA.com shows by Facebook have claimed copyright infringement. I did a show with Jamie Foxx, Django, him being the black man that catches the slaves and bring them back to the white man. And I talked about Michael in Moving On Good Times, Michael in Good Times. And both those 2 shows were yanked off of YouTube. And I spent the weekend watching I'm Not Your Negro, written by James Baldwin. OJ, Made in America. I'm in the midst of watching the Jackie Robinson story, 42. And no, I didn't forget Nana. We're going to go back to Nana's interview in just a second. But I wanted to make those statements and put that information out there and let you ponder such thoughts. Disaster, healing, emerging, and we as melanin dominant people are still emerging. What I shared with a few black women is, if we're talking about the seed of the tree and it grows and blossoms into 100-year-old tree, I mean, how deeply rooted. I mean, all that took on inside the seed before it emerged. It had to lay its roots so then it could hold up a leaning tree. And yet that tree still sprouts. So as long as the proper nutrients, the proper knowledge, the proper information, reading, research is acquired by that tree, that environment for the tree, the seed will emerge and blossom. And we as melanin dominant people, gathering the knowledge of Jackie Robinson and James Baldwin and what the melanin dominant black man had to experience in this melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland culture. What we as black men had to experience, we have to go deep within ourselves and uphold the black woman and share with the black woman that if a seed can blossom into such a tree, that seed of the universe is within you, Mother Nature. Melanin dominant black woman with the liquid pineal gland. The seed of the universe is within you. And you must acknowledge your greatness, whether anybody else acknowledges it or not. Regardless, you in the womb carry the hue, the H-U-E, human, black woman. You give birth to all in the universe that exists. Don't question or doubt your divinity, your infinity. You are magnificent. Yes, there's a distinction between the black woman and the white woman. Black woman, you have to overcome all that this universe has created, because it first came from your womb. You have to acknowledge your greatness. Go within yourself. I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to play some, or try to continue with the interview with Nana at this particular point, so that you can hear her particular mindset and how she was thinking of herself. So let's go to view. Let's close these windows. And let's bring up Alvita, Strobel, Fuller, Patterson, and my conversation. Some of this may be repeated because I didn't get the opportunity to cue it properly. But let's continue with Aunt Alvita, Strobel, Fuller, Patterson, my grandmother, in her Alzheimer's state, sharing the knowledge and information of who I am and from whence I came.
My mother and father had a beautiful home. And when I got married, I made sure I had married. I made food. Father and mother tried to die. Bigger pays for white.
Tell me about going to Maine.
Wait a minute, we'll get to that. I married John. Just in one. My sister married Henry. There was 99 people called white. Thinking, oh, trying to die. Gosh, USH. Now, we didn't know no better. We didn't know what the fuck was. We didn't know how long that was. Pretty boys, you understand? Bush Strong. Oh, black daughters. Shit, I married my white son. You know why? Because down there, a white would recognize it. You understand? Black, follow me?
White was recognized.
You don't see no half-white person down there, bro.
No half-white person was poor.
White man gonna take care of him, you understand? That's his son. His daughters. You crazy. You got it now? You ain't even married to a white woman.
Who married a white woman?
The men, the white men. But they still go with the black woman. For sex. Getting it out? And they have babies. And they take care of them babies. And Lord, let me tell you, they are so true.
What makes them pretty?
You're crazy. Let me
Aren't
tell
all
you.
babies pretty?
No, I'm talking about, you know what, just let me explain it my way, please. When they grow up to be a dust nigga, they'll never call a nigga.
They won't be dots.
You don't understand. The blue eyes, just like a white person.
That's pretty. Looking like a white
Yeah,
person.
now listen, I'm talking about South Carolina. You got that mission from the damn brother. You don't know. My Aunt Christine could pass for white. My father was a black man. Black like me. I saw his picture.
What about going to Maine?
Now let me finish with birth of the babies.
You mean the black dot babies?
Huh?
The black dot babies?
What's the black dot baby?
Didn't you say the black dot babies?
No, I said my own blood Aunt Christine could pass for white.
But you was gonna tell me about going to Maine.
Oh, right now I'm getting on this nature, the family thing.
You just told me about that. Tell me about Maine. What happened in Maine?
Nothing, I went to go to school. I went to school.
School for what?
Ship fitter welder. I'm saving my money and
You was a ship fitter?
yes,
A welder?
yeah. And I
How
was,
old were you when you went to Maine?
I don't know, let me finish. And I saved my money and came home and bought the house. Bought a car. And
When
we
did you
went-
go get Christine?
Huh?
When did you go get your daughter?
What do you mean daughter? She wasn't born there, was she?
When you went to Maine, wasn't she born?
I can't remember, I don't think so. I married John.
But you didn't go to Maine with John.
No. I don't know, I married John, and he never married Henry.
I'm gonna shut up.
And I didn't, excuse me, I'm trying to tell you, but you just don't
South Carolina.
You don't know that. You know, you just going about.
So when did you go to Maine? When
I went there.
who did you marry in Maine?
Nobody. I married John.
In Maine? You didn't marry
No,
John.
I'm saying, well, I married him. You see, you
What's your
said
name now?
Patterson.
Who you married to? Who's in the hospital? Whose house is this?
Oh. I married John. Let me see. What's my husband's name? Reggie. Reggie Patterson. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was a college graduate.
When did you marry him?
I can't remember all that.
You've been married 50 years to George R. Patterson.
And how old am I? February 11, 1920.
75 years old.
So I got married young, maybe 14 or 15.
So you had Christine at 20,
Did I? Who said so?
because she was born in 1940. And if you were born in 1920, you were 20 years old. And then at 25 years old, you married George R. Patterson in Maine, Portland.
Yeah.
Then you moved to Cambridge. You built here in 1958. Yeah.
The time when I went to Maine, I went there for a purpose. I went to school there. I was a shipbuilder for a while up there. They had their little boats. I saved my money and came back home and bought home.
Mm-hmm.
I was saving. And then I married John. And my mother and father tried to die.
Get beyond John. Get beyond
But
that.
anyway,
How long were you married to John?
I don't know how many years.
A long time.
I don't know. Gosh. You know, I did well to go through all that. The mother, Mr. Father. Gosh. He could have ate shit for us. Shut up. Damn good looking boy.
Tell me about Hambo.
Where's the money? God, let me tell you what, Mr. Jenkins. His mother's good to me. I know what it was.
John Fuller's mother was not good to you?
Treat me like a child. That's what I want. Gosh, bush doors. Black doors. Both of them had them doors. We look at the hair. Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Bush doors, black doors. Now you know that. Me and my white sons.
Well, I'm gonna take a break now, Nana.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go upstairs, okay?
Go to bed.
No, I'm gonna go upstairs, take care of some business, and I come back and we'll talk again later.
Ain't no talk no later than me. I'm tired of talking.
You tired of talking?
But the one other thing, I want to tell you something that'll benefit you. How come? I never knew what money was. No, my father. How come I don't live in a rented house?
How come you don't live in a rented house? I don't know, you tell me.
About built. You know that? So for you to think about. Because you see, you pay rent. You don't do nothing. You follow me?
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna go
Let
now,
me
okay?
finish. I bought a Cadillac. I always did have a decent car. You know. You're lucky. I mean, my Aunt Christine died. My little sister, you see, you got us, I'm your aunt, and I your aunt. Yeah. And my father died. Aunt Polly died. Watchtower died, and father. I no black man. I married John before.
Oops, I'm gonna go
Let
now.
me finish. You know, we're married, and let me finish. The father.
You told me this already.
No, but that's what, you know, I'm trying to give you the background of my life to tell you.
I already got it.
Let me finish. If the parents had treated me different, look up. I probably would have been real rich. But you see, I was too black, my hair was short. And that appeared, that stopped you in a lot of the jobs.
So what kind of jobs did you get?
Oh, I saved my money. I went to school. I don't know, grammar school, high school, you know. limit. We didn't even make our own limit. We had a big cotton for a limit.
50 cents a hundred.
Pound. And carry cotton on your back. You take
And my children, they don't want to know about that.
Wait a minute,
I want to record it for my children.
You crazy. Don't, if you're going to do something, put something that's going to influence them.
Influence them like how?
You're crazy. Now, how do you think I'd ever become owning property if my mother and father had a picture of somebody back in the slavery? See what you're doing?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
I need to know my roots, don't I? Don't my children need to know their roots too?
No.
They need to know who you are. You're beautiful,
no.
Nana.
You're not listening to me. You're trying to know so damn much. Oh, excuse me. I went to high school and college. Let me finish. A child can only be what the parents teach you. And don't bet you get your mouth shut. And just take the God and leave it there. In prayer. Just the Lord's Prayer. Ask God now.
My children need to know about you.
No, you're crazy. How can I, if I'm dead?
Well, if you're dead, they need to see you on TV now.
You're crazy.
Why? I love you,
I
Nana.
don't love nothing. You're crazy.
You got
Let me finish. Let me finish before you go now.
Give me love. Give me love.
I'm not talking to you. Go on. I'm talking to you.
I gotta go upstairs now.
Okay, now, sit down for 5 more minutes, because this is important.
No, I gotta go.
No, please. I beg you.
What's important?
Now, let
Give
me
me a
finish.
hug.
No.
What's the matter?
No, I'm trying to teach you, and you're unteachable. Sit down for a few minutes.
What you gonna teach me now?
Now, you listen real careful. What if my mind had been messed up just like you?
How's
My
that?
mother died when I was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Father raised on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no running water. My mother was
Mm-hmm.
that house was pushed all the way around it.
You didn't have no running water in your house?
Nobody did.
You had to go up to the well to get water?
Well, nothing, a spring and a big old snake thing up there as long as we get a hell of that. You better not come back home without that water. Even ass don't get beat. Because I'm out there plowing that farm. You understand? Plowing that land, plant that cotton. Them niggas. And we didn't get bit. Nobody knew that. You go, on your way to that pathway to the spring,
Mm-hmm.
snakes laying all around, moccasin, water moccasin, oh.
You didn't like it, huh?
You're crazy, bitch, you didn't know. Yeah,
Gone from where?
yeah, been dead.
Gone from here, dead, huh?
Yeah. But my mother and father had a beautiful home, what I couldn't understand. They never had a well. You know what a well is?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the well is
Where was the spring? Was the spring on his land?
No.
It was on somebody else's land?
Yeah, and all the way there, snakes, big as your leg. Like water marks. And you better not come back home without the water, your ass gonna get beat. Because you gotta take that water and take it, maybe from here to Putnam Island, Clinton and applying that land, you understand? Hooked up to the wagon and hooked up to the plow, and plow the land first. We had to pay them water, it's hot. But nobody ever got in. Nobody got no water.
I love you, Nana.
Well, okay, that'll do.
I'm gonna go upstairs now.
Guess what? When my sister and I got married, we wouldn't date no real black boy. We ain't got no family, you know why?
I'm gonna go
Wait a
now.
minute, you know why?
Why?
Look at this. You went out with a kid, little girl that had long hair. Blue eyes.
Long hair like your granddaughter?
Blue eyes. You're full of
Your
boys.
granddaughter don't have blue eyes, though.
Yeah, but you're full of these. And then Mrs. Jenkins, full of white, she painted white. And Mr. Jenkins, gosh, that was his favorite word.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this for you.
Keep talking. I'm gonna take a picture of your grandchildren so people can see.
Boy, sure. No, you didn't take no picture of me?
Not of you or your grandchildren.
Where?
On the wall.
Where the wall? Where's the picture?
You ain't taking no picture of me. I love my Nana. Nana's funny.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
an adorable boy.
Cute little babies.
Good baby. It's all.
Has speckles on the wall.
Tell me about ham bone, Nana. How that hurt your feelings, Nana? Trying to do what? What's a mammy?
That's LB, the younger, married to George.
Yeah?
What I say that was about 1945.
The walls.
That's my mother.
You did.
Their energies are filling me up to produce such programming. Thank you. Nana, Puppa, Mommy, Daddy, Grammy. I say George R. Patterson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too dark. Come on, boy, open up the aperture. Oh my goodness, a white Jesus?
Taking a picture of the white man on your wall.
Oh, don't say that, bitch. Please. Oh, I thought you had better sense.
Don't say white man.
Don't call him cold. Because without, God, Don't do that, bitch. That's not good at all. Where's your
Evening, I'm sitting here with George R. Patterson, my grandfather. How you doing, Papa?
Okay.
Papa, tell me a little bit about where you were born and who you are. What was life like growing up for you?
I was born in Somerville, Massachusetts.
Somerville, huh?
Somerville, yeah.
How long ago was that?
1920.
1920. And what was life like in Somerville?
Way different than it is now. I was 74 years ago, life was different. Everything was different.
Okay. Different how? What's it like now in Somerville, do you know?
I don't know, but it's Somerville like Cambridge.
And what's Cambridge like?
It's different from when I was a kid.
What, so, pump a nickel used to cost a nickel and now it's pump a dollar?
Well, it was like a different world when I was growing up.
Meaning a lot more violent, a lot less violent?
Oh, much less violence. You could go out and leave your door and no one ever come in and try to rob you.
What was life like for black folks in Somerville?
I don't know if we was only black family in Somerville when I lived there.
The only black family in
Only one in Lagoon Square.
Magoon Square? Where is that now? Magoon Square, what's it called? Is it still Magoon?
It's still Lagoon Square.
Where is that near?
Near Hinkley Street, Henderson Street, Lowell was near the Bingham School.
Oh. The only black family.
That's right.
Do you think, how did that affect you when you're growing up? Did it at all?
Didn't bother me at all, 'cause we didn't stay that long. We came to Cambridge.
So how old were you when you moved to Cambridge?
Oh, around 8 or 9, I guess.
And then, what part of Cambridge?
In Columbia Street, 256 Columbia Street.
Columbia Street. Oh, you lived down in the port.
That's right.
Down in the port. And, were there more black families in the neighborhood then?
Not that many.
It's still a relatively white neighborhood?
That's right.
So you were born in 1920, you moved at 8 years old, so in 1928, 1930 or so, you lived on Columbia Street. 1930, what else happened in 1930? What do you remember? 1929.
Wall Street crash. The Depression.
What was life like for you during the Depression?
1942.
So wait a minute, you've lived through the Great Depression and World War II.
That's right.
And that was your first job. Where was that at?
South Portland, Maine, the shipyard.
You had a job in the shipyard doing what?
Welding.
How long did you do that?
Till 1945, till the war ended.
So 1945. Then what happened?
Came back to Cambridge.
Did you find work back in Cambridge when you came back after?
Not for a while. Lived on the unemployment compensation.
Unemployment compensation. And this is what year again? 1945, 46?
1945 and 46.
And how long were you collecting unemployment or so?
Oh, until about the end of the 40s, I got different jobs, an unemployment office. Worked in the railroad, worked in a place, dry cleaning, pressing pants. I worked in construction. Nothing steady, there's nothing much to do for the future.
And then what happened?
47, I got a job, a regular steady job, doing a retaining in Everett.
Retinning. What did you do for the retinning company in Everett?
We tin milk cans.
Retin.
Re-tin, that's it. Put a little coat of tin on milk cans.
So they recycled tin milk cans in 1947, or how did that work?
That wasn't recycling.
That wasn't.
I prepared the cans so you could put fresh milk in the dairies. Woods and Whitings, the different dairies. That's the law, you had to put fresh tin on the can, so the milk would spoil.
Fresh tin on the can.
That's right.
Now, there was no tin on the can. The cans were made of steel or something. Then
So the can, they re-tin the can, put a coat of tin on it.
when you say retin, though, that means.
Because it was re-tin, because there was already tin in them when it came to the factory, the tin on it.
Oh, but you had.
They had to take the old tin out, put new tin on.
No, that's redundant work. Why'd you have to do that?
Because the old tin was all rusty, was corroded and pitted.
That sounds
Put
gross.
fresh milk in a
How old were these cans?
did not when the can was 6 months old, or 3 months old. There was wooden condition to put the fresh milk in against the safety regulation.
Okay, so 1947, that was your first quote-unquote steady job.
Stayed for 19 years.
Stayed
1947, 1966.
47 to 66.
19 years.
You did the same type of work.
Same type of work.
But in that 19 years, what did you acquire?
In which way? Required
Well, I mean monetarily. I mean,
all of the pay was very poor. Because everybody's pay was very poor.
okay.
The wage pay scale was $250 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
$2.50 to $3 an hour.
$2.50, $3 an
That's
hour.
right.
But where were you living from 1947 to 1960 what?
66.
To 66. 1947, you were living on Columbia Street.
1947, I was living on 141 Putnam Avenue.
Oh, so after the shipyard, you came back to Cambridge
That's right.
and lived at 141.
That's
Oh,
I
so
bought the house in 141 in 1947.
you bought the house in 1947?
That's right, in 141 Putnam Avenue.
You bought that house in 47, but didn't you say you were collecting unemployment?
For less than half a year, because unemployment ran out. I collected from May. You were allowed to collect at the state when I left Maine.
So, off of unemployment, you bought the house? I don't understand.
I left Maine in 1950. 45. And I had to work when I left Maine to come to Cambridge. I had to work. I had to support myself. I got odd jobs. I collected for a while, for 6 months, then I got odd jobs. Worked for the railroad, working for the dry cleaning place, working in construction. It was steady.
All these different odd jobs, but you managed your money well enough to buy a house in 47. Now 47 is when you got your first steady job.
That's right.
So you got your first steady job in 47, and you also bought a house in 47.
That's right.
Now you bought the house off of collecting the unemployment and all of the different odd jobs. How much did the house cost back then?
Around $4,000.
You bought a 3-family house for $4,000.
Correct.
Okay, so enough of that. Let's try to bring up a different aspect of where I wish to take today's show. If I can go ahead and bring up my Facebook account really quick and show you a picture that I took today talking about being grounded and rooted, and show you the picture of the leaning tree. I should have had this done already, but I didn't. But fortunately, I think I'm going to be able to do what I need to do. Damn. You know, I got too many passwords. How many passwords you got? Let's see. What password is the Facebook account? Do I have to look it up? Wait a minute. I think I can go with that. Let's see if that brings me up. No, that doesn't. I forgot the password. So thank goodness for this damn technology, huh? Isn't it a shame? No, I don't need you, Siri. Get off of my phone. I need to get to this particular folder where I can access the passwords. You know, the Alzheimer's, I really wonder how much of that is setting in for Brother R.A. I mean, with the seizures and so on and so forth. And I'm wondering, after reading Disaster and so on and so forth, was it just a disaster, or was it a conspiracy theory for Brother R.A. to end up with seizures and have brain loss? So I'm just wondering and questioning certain things. So please don't secure my account. Come on, I don't wish not. Continue. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, now you're gonna make me go to find the code on my Yahoo account. Okay, fine, fuck it. I don't have time to play with y'all. Y'all are stupid internet nonsense. And let's just go with the picture that I have on my phone. If I can just walk up and show you the picture. Can y'all see that at least? See how deeply rooted that tree is? And if a seed helped that tree to grow, and the roots, how deep down do the roots of that particular tree have to go for it to be able to lean all the way over the street like that, and it still flourishes and has leaves and produces beauty in all types of weather. So the black woman is the seed of the universe. All of the universe is within the melanin dominant black woman. And she gave birth to this particular universe, the HUE, human beings. You like my shirt? Homeland Security, fighting terrorism since 1492. Now, in these last 5 minutes, I wish to do a little bit of Tai Chi, and so the lesson dealing with intent. So, intent. Can you distinguish in the movements, the postures and the positions that I will be going through? Can you distinguish the intent of the movement? Is it hard? Is it harsh? Am I breaking my chi? Also, as I stand, as you see, I'm standing feet, shoulders width apart, my back far enough so y'all can see the feet going into the ground. And so standing, when I share with my brothers and sisters that don't practice Tai Chi with me, through disaster and healing, take time for yourself. Before I perform a piece of the dance, I raise up with my tongue curled back, touching the roof of my mouth, and I'm raising up through the core of the earth all the way down through the other side of the earth, Antarctica, out that side of the earth, raising up the galaxy and the energy and the chi coming up through the balls of my whole foot. And I'm allowing the heavens to descend through the soft spot in my crown. The starlight energy. How long ago did the starlight energy leave the North Star before my eye could see it? I'm bringing all of that energy deep within me. As I see, I only have 45 seconds left. You won't see the postures, but I've explained how we gather the universal energy within us, 2 inches below my navel, in the core of my being, along with my liquid fluid pineal gland. A level of relaxation, sinking into the earth, allowing the heavens and earth to gather within me,